Hi, my name is Matt. On the development team for the Tilvus Assistive Interface. I'm going to be demonstrating one specific aspect of our software, mainly text entry. And note that everything you see here is being done with only a single button. There's no keyboard or mouse being used, and another developer on the team, Nick, he will be operating that button for me. So we have two main ways to enter text with our software. The first is our standard full keyboard, and you can access that on the helm, the second column of the helm, the middle column. The bottom icon there, that's our full keyboard icon. And the other way that we can enter text is with PhraseWeaver, and that's right next to it on the helm in the first column at the bottom. That's our PhraseWeaver icon. But we're going to go to Firefox to demonstrate some basic text entry. So we're going to go to our application switcher in the helm, and we are going to bring up Firefox. And we are going to pull up our full keyboard. Again, that's the bottom of the middle column of the helm. Now this keyboard, it might look a little bit different than other keyboards you've seen. It's optimized based on letter frequency to really streamline the text entry process. So a standard QWERTY keyboard is not really efficient for this kind of text entry. And you can see he's typing Tilvus. And also on this keyboard there are bigrams, which are sets of two letters that are common, as well as full words that are common, that again expedite the text entry process. And also commands. So once he's done entering Tilvus here, he's going to hit enter, and that will send an enter command to Firefox and bring up the Google search page with Tilvus, our Tilvus website on it. And we're going to exit out of the full keyboard, and we'll go to Auto tab, and that'll enable us to click on the first search result, which is our website. And that loads up there. And so that's our full keyboard. It's good. It's faster than a standard on-screen QWERTY keyboard, but we do have something faster for most tasks for text composition, and that's PhraseWeaver. And that's in the bottom left of the helm. And this is our PhraseWeaver. It's predictive text, and we're actually going to bring up Notepad here so we can demonstrate that. So the predictive text, the first thing you'll notice is that there are multiple letters on keys on the left. So you may have used something similar to this on a cell phone keypad. So we're going to type, "How are you doing today?" So we're going to hit the key that has BHRS' on it. And basically what that's doing now in the middle column, it's showing the most common phrases that begin with BHRS or apostrophe. And as he adds additional characters, so now he has HO is what he typed, and that brings up how. So, and it selects subsets of the phrase, so you don't have to select the whole phrase. So you see he selected the how to get to that. We only need the first word of that. So you can select the first word, the first two words, the first three words, first four, or the first five. We only selected the first word. And now we're going to hit A to get R. How are, and you'll see that shows up right there. And it has "are you going to do?" So we can take the first two words of that. We're trying to say, "How are you doing today?" And "doing today" shows up right away. So now it says, "How are you doing today?" And you'll notice that takes a lot fewer clicks than it would have taken if we had to spell out every letter of every word of that entire phrase. It's intelligent, so it speeds the process along. Now some users who use the software might not just be using this for writing emails or instant messages or school papers. They might be using this to actually speak. If they're impaired to the point that they can't speak, they might use this as a talker device. So if you hit speak,
"How are you doing today?"
it will say the phrase. Now it's also context sensitive. So the first thing we're going to do here, we're going to clear out what we have. So we're going to go clear all, and that'll clear out what we have. And we're going to type the FLTU key. Now note the predictions here. We've got the, to, that, for, this. We're going to clear that letter. So we're going to go delete. Now we're going to type French. And you'll see why that was significant in a minute. Okay, now you see French showed up. Select the first word of that. And now he's going to hit the FLTU key again. And the point that we're demonstrating here is that you're going to see different predictions than you saw before when we hit the FLTU key. You'll notice that it says fries, so we're going to select fries. And the reason why it's showing different predictions is that it's basing these predictions off the previously entered words. So it knows that fries is likely to come after French. French fries is a common phrase. So it's context sensitive not just for the previous word entered, but it can go several words back to determine the context for what you're writing. And that also helps to determine the context for the predictions, not just for the first word of each prediction, but the second, the third, the fourth, and the fifth as well. So what we're going to do is we're actually going to send this. Now if you hit send, it brings up our auto punctuation menu. We're going to put a period after. French fries is not a sentence, it's a fragment, but you could write French fries period, I suppose, which is what we did there. And it sends it to Notepad. Now we're going to type bat. So we're going to do BAT. Okay, now that he's typed bat, you'll notice that it isn't in the first page of predictions. We could hit the more button. You'll notice under the predictions you could hit more, and that'll show you more predictions, and bat will be there. But it might not be in the second one. It might be the third, fourth, or even the fifth page. So we have something called N-word. And what N-word does is it tells our prediction software that the word we're looking for is only 3 letters long. So it's not going to look for any words that are longer than that. And that brings something like bat, a short word, much higher in the prediction list. And you'll see now it is on the first page of predictions. So you can select bat. So that's our N-word feature. And for short words, that may be something you have to use. Now, not every word is in our dictionary. If you want to enter a word that isn't in our data, for instance, Tilvus. Tilvus is a proper noun, I suppose, but it's not. You're not going to find it in a normal dictionary. So he's typing Tilvus. So we type Tilvus out, and you'll notice there are no predictions for it. It doesn't know anything like that. So we're going to go to manual entry. When we click on this, what it allows you to do is it allows you to disambiguate what you've typed. So we're going to do capital T, I, L, and so on. And you can enter the letters for the word manually to disambiguate it. And then once he does that, it says Tilvus. And now it learns that word. So now that we've written Tilvus, the next time we type the letters for Tilvus, we won't need to disambiguate it. We won't need to go to manual entry. It'll be there. So if it hits clear all, and then we start typing Tilvus again, you'll notice that Tilvus is now predicted there, and we can enter it without having to disambiguate it. Now this keyboard that you see here, there are 6 keys that have the letters on it. That is the default, but there are other options, so we're going to go to Settings. To exit out of this PhraseWeaver menu, and go to Settings. And if we go to PhraseWeaver settings, you'll see there are a bunch of options here. Now, layout is one of the options, but we also have things for number of predictions, prediction length. So what you've seen so far, we've had 5 predictions of 5 words each. That's customizable. You can do less predictions of more words or more predictions of fewer words. And if you go to layout, we can decide how many keys we want on our keyboard. So 6 is the default, but we're going to go down to 3. So we're going to select a 3-key layout. And then if we save and exit, We're going to go back to PhraseWeaver. You'll notice now that the left keyboard there looks different than it did before. There's only 3 keys on it. And we're going to type something. We went to the store, and we're going to do it with 3 keys this time. So we're going to hit the key that has W on it, and we doesn't show up yet. We're going to have to hit E. Now we is there, but if we hit, we could have hit N-word to bring that up, but we're just going to hit we directly. And now we're going to start typing the letters for went. Okay, now went is there, and also to the. So we can do went to the all in one click. Now we're going to start typing store. And there we go. So text prediction can be done with as few as 3 keys. And again, we have 3, 4, 6, 8, 12, and even a full keyboard if you want to use non-predictive word entry. So just phrase prediction, but you want to enter the words manually, letter by letter. Those are all options. And for users with limited mobility, having fewer keys might make more sense. It might be easier for them to do that. But for users with a little bit more mobility, they might want to use a keyboard with more keys because the words they're looking for come up to the prediction list quicker if there are more keys on the keyboard. So that's up to the user. But that about wraps it up. This is our text entry system for the Tilvus Assistive Interface. You can go to tilvus.net for more information and for more videos that go into other features. And thank you for watching.